Come on, Red, don't be like that. Wait, come on. At least this one doesn't give me attitude. Don't you start. Hello everyone, so this is the first of my more recent shorts that are being reposted on this channel. Now, one of the things that I'm taking advantage of with this is that I have the opportunity to go back and fix a couple of mistakes or retouch and clean up some of the visual effects. And I'm doing that with my more recent shorts and not some of the shorter projects because I have the original project files from my more recent ones, and some of the shorter ones I have the raw footage, but not the project files. They got lost in the millions of hard drives that I have. But in the more recent years, I've gotten in the habit of backing up files and putting them onto a server. So with my more recent projects, I can go back and revise a couple of things. And with this project, I got the idea from when I bought the little BB-8 Sphero toy when The Force Awakens came out. And I thought it'd be a funny idea to have somebody be playing with this toy when they actually own an actual BB unit in real life. So I thought it'd be a funny joke to do that. And since I don't own a life-size BB-8, I obviously had to go the CG route. And for this character named Red, I ended up using Blender. And to animate him, I used a series of control empties and drivers. And I could have done this in Element 3D, but I found it was easier to get the body to roll effectively using the drivers in Blender. After the animation was rendered out, I composed those shots in After Effects. This allowed me more control over the image. So if I had to tweak anything, I had the ability to do that since I rendered out everything from Blender in multiple passes. So I can change colors or boost shadows, and just things like that. Some of my favorite effects in the short are the ones that you would never notice. I shot this video in December, so it was obviously Christmas and our decorations were still up, and this video took me well into January and February to complete. So I ended up having to cover our decorations digitally, and I think they came out really well. But really, I think the hardest part about this short was controlling that little Sphero BB-8. It was constantly running into walls, and having it stop on a certain mark took several takes to do because it was so finicky. Controlling things with your cell phone is probably the hardest thing, I think. I always like having like a physical controller. If there was like a physical controller for it, I would have bought it. I know that I think there was this wristband thing that you can use, but there was no like physical joystick. I think that would have made it easier to control. It's just sometimes the easy things are the hardest things to film, like dropping an object and having it bounce a certain way. It just takes so long to film because in my experience, it's always the little things that take the most takes to get right. So that's all I have for you today. Let me know what you thought of the short in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and share it, and consider following me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe because I'm going to be uploading more of my shorts in the near future, and I'd love for you to stay up to date on all of those videos. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next project.